What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to a new video. It is your boy J-Narc, and today we are rebuilding the Carolina Panthers, and we have Matt Corral and Sam Darnold as our two quarterbacks on the team that we're going to have to figure out who's going to be the guy. So basically, Sam Darnold is a 71, Matt Corral is a 69. Sorry, offensive line is actually really good considering they drafted his name Ikem Ekwonu. They drafted him. He was, I think, the highest rate drafted tackle. So we're gonna make sure we give him star dev. They drafted him over Evan Neal, I believe. Yeah, he went to NC State. Yeah, they drafted him over Evan Neal. So we're gonna give him star development because I think that makes sense, you know. But well, he's gonna be there holding down the left side, and the offensive line we can leave it how it is for now. And I like the depth we have there. Receivers, we have Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore is not too bad. But Matt Corral here, he's going to be the guy we want to look at the most, Mr. Matt Corral. And I think it makes sense that he has his arm sleeve, of course. So obviously we're going to put that in, even if he's not even I don't know if I'll have him play this season. Actually, we're going to this is what we'll do. We'll see if oh no, we're looking to put his arm sleeve equipment. We'll see if who eats in the preseason. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to put. So, and I'm not sure if he has it on his left or right, but I'm gonna put on his left. We'll put on his left. Yeah, we'll put on his left. And I'm not sure what side it's on, obviously, but I think we're gonna start Sam Darnold in the first one, see how he performs. Then we'll just keep going just like that. And then with our corners here, we have J.C. Horn, Dante Action Jackson, and then we have C.J. Henderson. We have lots of good depth here. Need more work to be done with the linebackers, but I like the D-line a lot. I feel like there's a lot of potential here, of course. And we run a 4-3, which I think is okay. It makes sense with this kind of defense. And I feel like Shaq Thompson should maybe be in the middle, maybe be a middle linebacker. But they actually have him as a power rusher. He's apparently a power rusher. I don't think he's that good to be a power rusher. So it's good that we're not having him as a power rusher. But I think I'm gonna move him to inside linebacker. I think that fits this defense better, and he's got some good weight on him too, so he'll be able to lay the boom still, of course. And yeah, he's got good speed, so that'll help us out a lot. So us doing that puts him at 84, and now he fits the scheme as middle linebacker, which is perfect. D-line, I think there's a little bit more we could do. I want to change how it's, because it says we're a 4-3 under. Maybe if we just went to a base 4-3, maybe that works for us. Let's take a look at that. So base 4-3, it does work for the D-line a bit, but we got to make sure the left end is still rushing the quarterback because Brian Burns is our guy, and the left end he's a run stopper. So us running the 4-3. So our right end will be the speed rusher, but our left end will be the run stopper. So I guess we'll just move Brian Burns to being the right. So we moved the depth chart around to put Brian Burns at right end, and what's his name? Yetur Gross-Matos at left end. And I believe that will help us out a lot when it comes to them rushing. Yetur Gross-Matos, I know we want him to be we're going to need him to be a run stopper. He's about 6'5", 266, so he has good weight, so hopefully he'll be able to do that. Linebackers, I'm liking what we're doing here. I just think we just need a better left outside linebacker. But other than that, the defense is looking really good. And we're going to see really quick if there's any left outside linebackers we could potentially trade for that can fit our scheme. And we have 96 million in cap available. So we're looking to give up a third for a left outside linebacker. And we got Nicholas Morrow, Marcus Bailey, Markel Lee, Bradley Chubbs is 78. Wow. Wow. We got Jermaine Carter, Darius Leonard. See, now this would be a perfect pickup for our defense, and I feel like we should go all aboard for that because Panthers looking to make a huge move. You know, I don't think that'd be a bad thing to do at all. Considering looking at all the other teams and their players that they have, I think Blake Cashman's not too bad. But honestly, we're going to go with the Colts. We're actually about to play them too. We're about to play them, but we're going to try to trade for Darius Leonard, see if we give them a first straight up for Darius Leonard if that goes through. And it's going to, they said if we could give a bit more, a first and a sixth for Darius Leonard. And now he's our new left outside linebacker. So we'll have a contract to worry about. But we just shored up our defense now. So now we have a good set of linebackers. So, and with this game, we're having Sam Darnold start. So let's see how he performs. So we ended up losing 27-21. Let's take a look at the score, how that went. Let's go by schedule. And then we go by team schedule. So we lost 21-27, player ratings, player stats. So Matt Corral actually got into the second quarter or the second half. He had 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold was all right. He's not too bad. But Matt Corral, he did his thing. So it's not too bad. 3 touchdowns in his first NFL experience. So with that, we're gonna put in now we're gonna put in Sam Darnold, so he plays in the second half, and Matt Corral plays in the first. And then we're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully, something good comes out of that. But we're facing the Ravens, who are 1-0. Let's see who takes that. So we end up losing 37-31. We have a camp standout. Let's see who that camp standout is. And Yetur Gross-Matos stopping the run. Yeah, we're wanting to work on stopping the run. Yeah. He has received +5 block shedding. That's amazing. But we had just lost to the Ravens 37-31. And we had put Matt Corral to start and then Sam Darnold to finish. So another 6-point loss, but Matt Corral, he had a 95 rating, 1 touchdown, 128 yards in the first quarter. And Sam Darnold came in, 1 touchdown, got sacked twice, but can I really complain? Damn, it's kind of tough. This is kind of tough, actually. Sam Darnold and Matt Corral are kind of like the same level. Sheesh. We get to upgrade some of our players, so we got our last home game, and this one, I'm gonna have Matt Corral start again, but then it'll be Sam Darnold taking over. So let's see who takes that. Let's see if we can get a W. We actually ended up winning 38-20. Now we have to cut 18 players. So we took a huge dub at the end of the season, end of the preseason, and I'm very happy to see that. And we had a lot of offensive yards. Matt Corral had 3 touchdowns, 268 passing yards. Only got sacked twice. He played amazing. He actually played amazing. Kenny Pickett and Trubisky both did their thing, but nothing too crazy. But Sam Darnold only had 13 yards and a touchdown, so he barely played. But Matt Corral, he took off. He took off. He might have earned himself a starting position just from that alone. Just from battling in preseason. But we have to cut 18 players, and cut 18 players. So a lot of guys would definitely go to the practice squad, but we have a right end, Frank Heron. We're going to cut him. Michael Jordan, he's a left guard. He's 23. He's the second left guard on the team. Might just move him to the practice squad. We have Madre Harper. He's about 20. He's about 23. We have a bunch of corners available, so we need him. Phil Hoskins, he's the 5th D tackle. Move him to the practice squad as well. See if there's any guys worth value here that we wouldn't want to leave. So Rashad Melvin, Frankie Louisville, I think I want to keep both of these guys. But Andre Roberts, he's pretty old. He's 33 years old, so we might as well get rid of him. Justin Burse, he's the 2nd strong safety. He's okay to be there. Keith Kirkwood, he's a bench receiver. He's 26 already. Can't do much with him. Brandon Zylstra, I like him. I think he's fly. I don't think we need to cut him. Sean Chandler, he's the 2nd free safety. We got Sam Franklin. We'll move him to the practice squad. We have Bravion Roy, move him to the practice squad. Quis Westry, he's a bench corner. Move him to the practice squad as well. And then Daryl Johnson's a right end. We don't need 3. Dennis Daly, he's the 3rd left tackle, but we lose money if we cut him, so I'm gonna keep him around. We have Stanley Thomas Oliver III, move him to the practice squad. And then we have Thomas Fletcher, a young tight end. He's probably a long snapper for us. Same thing with JJ Jansen. So, oof. We still have to make moves with guys too. So, Rashawn Melvin, he's the 4th cornerback. We'll cut him because he's older. We got a guy named Kenny Robinson Jr., 3rd free safety. We'll move him to the practice squad. Austin Larkin, He's a bench left end. He's already 26. We'll cut him. And we still have to make moves. I feel like this kid, Darius Bradwell. No, we still have to make moves again. Justin Burris. Thomas Fletcher. Or, all right, we'll cut J.J. Jansen. Move Thomas Fletcher to the practice squad. And boom. Those guys make the team. Boom, boom, bow. And we get to upgrade players. Still have about 94 million available. But I'm liking Matt Corral as our guy. Like he's looking the part. So our first game is against the Jets, and we got a camp standout. Who is it gonna be? Oh, Yetur Gross-Matos again. Get 2 combined sacks and tackles for Yetur Gross-Matos for his breakout. Okay. Set season goal. Our season goal will be to make the playoffs. That's a season goal. It will be tough, obviously. We have Tom Brady and the Buccaneers in our division, but we're very keen on that. And we got to set expectations because Matt Corral did win the starting job, but we're gonna have him show flashes. We just want him to be himself. I think that's the best thing. 2 touchdowns from Matt Corral in a win would be nice. So we're facing the Jets. Let's see how they do. We actually won 34-17. 34-17 for his first game as a rookie. All right, Yetur Gross-Matos, you'll literally be fine. You're gonna be all right. Like you're stressing this, but Matt Corral must have took off then. Matt Corral didn't light up the stat sheet, but you have to be happy with starting off the year with a win, of course. Matt Corral has earned 1,000 XP. All right, so he didn't light up the stat sheet, but we did come away with a W. So let's see how that was. Russell Wilson threw 4 touchdowns. Sheesh. 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 Look at the stats, man. Dude, Jawan Bentley had 14 tackles. 18th offensively. He did throw 2 touchdowns in a win. 159 or 104 passer rating, 61 completion percentage. Okay, Christian McCaffrey and Deontay Foreman both got a good amount of touch. And Chuba Hubbard. Receivers. Everyone pretty much got a fair share of the ball, which is nice. And then Dante Jackson got a pick. Matthew Ioannidis got a sack. Frankie Lulu and Xavier Woods both got half a sack. And then we had 2 picks from our starting corners. So that's a pretty good start to the season. So, and this was against the Jets. So we made life hell for Zach Wilson. We get upgrade players, but now we have a division rivals game against the Saints. Because if by week 5 and Matt Corral is still beasting, then we'll probably trade Sam Darnold away. We ended up losing 34-27. Tough game. Can't be mad though. Can't be mad. These guys are just doing the best they can. Close game that we ended up losing. Let's see how we did statistically to lose that game. Matt Corral threw 4 touchdowns and 1 pick. Okay, so he was going off, but and Christian McCaffrey. Okay, so and Robbie Anderson just took off as well. I can't be mad with the loss, I guess. Matthew Ioannidis got a sack for us. Matt Corral's playing good. He has 6 touchdowns, 1 pick in 2 games. Let's look at the schedule, see how that game went. We ended up losing to the Saints, but we had a lot of offensive yards. He had a higher passer rating. Only got sacked twice, so he's already posed like he's been doing this forever. So can't complain about that. But with it looking like that, we have a short week. We're facing the Texans. Let's see if we could get a win. We do 27-16. So now we're 2-1. We got mad players coming back from injury. We got our left tackle, a backup, and Terrace Marshall. All these guys are back. So, Matt Corral, I think, is leading us pretty well with considering our injuries. Press conference, QB1 check-in, carry the team. What more do you need out of Matt Corral? We need him to just build chemistry. Beat the Cowboys and score 4 offensive touchdowns. I think that could happen. I think we could do that. I think we could for sure do that. View message from a breakout player. Who's the breakout player? Xavier Woods. The secondary is locked down. Hold the Cowboys to last or get Xavier Woods something. Okay. We got 3 players ready to negotiate. They signed we signed a practice squad player. Interesting. Mahomes hurt center cell. Huh. So let's look at how that game went. See what happened. We won 27-16, of course. Matt Corral threw his second pick, got sacked twice, had 250 yards, 1 touchdown, not too bad. Christian McCaffrey did an alright job running the ball. Shard Higgins came up big from the looks of it. Defense, Brian Burns got a sack, his first sack of the season. We have Jeremy Chin who had a half sack, and so did Derek Brown. And then Donald Wilson. So I guess it was a close game. I thought we were lighting it up offensively, but guess not. Guess not. So now let's take a look at the team. Show you guys what it's looking like before we keep going. I think I'm gonna trade Sam Darnold. So Matt Corral's at a 70, and then PJ Walker made the team too. So we can, you know, have our backup there. But offense is running really well with Matt Corral, so we're not really stressed there. Defense is the defense. The Reader Gross Motos is finally, he's coming into himself. He's now a run stopper, so that's lit. We changed his position. So these guys are upgrading nicely. So I guess we'll just go 2 more games. So we're facing the 3-0 Cowboys. Let's see how we do there. So we ended up losing 31-24 to the Cowboys. And okay, I mean, it was a top team. It was a top team for sure. And if we look at the schedule, the team was 3-0 when facing us. And what's up, Mom? Yeah, tomorrow. Yep. Yeah. So in this game against Dak Prescott, we got sacked 4 times, so pass protection wasn't there, and we also threw a pick. But he had 279 passing yards. We really limited Dak to only 160 yards. But the run game, Zeke killed us running the ball, and DJ Moore did his thing, but still need a bit more from our team for sure. Michael Parsons killed us. They killed us when it came to getting sacked. So we're 2-2, and I'm thinking I'm not pulling the plug on Matt Corral. I think this game right here against the 1-3 Eagles will make or break whether or not we trade Sam Darnold. I don't really have much to say about that. We have to be better as a team. Make sure we're getting out of these games with a win. Matt Corral is talking with us. Okay. Put that on me. I need to have you guys better prepared. So Matt Corral is feeling like we need to do better. We got a message from a breakout player. Coach, I've been putting in a lot of work. I appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, he has star development? What? He got star development? Okay. Okay, Xavier Woods. Would it be bad if we plugged in Sam Darnold like right in this game? Nah. Let's not plug him in. If we lose, we'll plug him in. We'll plug him in if we lose. And so we ended up losing 33-27. So now we're 2-3 on the season. We're about to face an undefeated team. We lost 2 games in a row. You know, I mean, they're close games, obviously, but I'm feeling like we need more. Definitely need more. So I'm going to look at the schedule, see how that game went before I even look at stats, see how guys are doing. But we lost to the Eagles, and they had a lot of yards on us. Matt Corral didn't play bad, though. He didn't throw a pick. Jalen Hurts threw a pick and got sacked twice, but we ended up still losing. A.J. Brown, Diddy bopped on us, of course. Brian Burns got a sack. So did Frankie Louvu. And then Shaq Thompson got a pick, his first of the season. So, because in a lot of my franchises that I do this, like, Sam Darnold's always, like, turning up. Our offense is ranked 11th. There's no way I can bench Corral. Like, he's playing well. And our defense is top 10. Like, look, Matt Corral, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks, 72 completion percentage, 113.6 passer rating. Like, come on, that's pretty fire. And he has a touchdown on the season running the ball. And then defense is doing its thing, you know. Can't complain, but like maybe we just ride it out with him. Like I think he's gonna be nice. But let's see what we could get for Sam Darnold if we were to trade him, you know. They say we need a quarterback. I say we don't. Like, let's say we traded Sam Darnold, right? Sent him to a team that's like green for him. Let's see what team that would be. We got the Falcons, who would be green for him, but I don't think that's right. Lions, send Sam Darnold to the Lions. Nah, I want a realistic trade, like a team that like I feel like will use him properly, like Texans against for Davis Mills, that kind of stuff could work, but they don't even have players that we'd want. They have the pick, but like I doubt this will go through. Yeah, so we'd have to give him up for like 2s and 3s. Let's see if his contract is up. If his contract is up by the end of the season, then we'll trade him now to get some value. But we have 5 players ready to negotiate. One of them being Matthew Ioannidis, Carl, these guys. So all these guys will be the guys who want contracts. So we'll still have Sam Darnold. So maybe we'll just ride out with him. We'll just ride out with him, and then we'll lock up these guys later on. 97 strength. Matthew Ioannidis is strong. We'll lock up those guys, but we're 2-3 facing the 5-0 Vikings, and we'll sim to the end of the season. And whoa, not Super Bowl. We'll sim to the end of the season and see how well we did. So we actually ended up making the playoffs 9-8, third in our division. We're facing the Cowboys, who we had lost to earlier in the season. And okay. Last time the Panthers were in the playoffs was Cam Newton bringing them there. So that's a sign of good things to come. Talking about Cam Newton, he's literally in the league. Okay. So that's nice to see. We're a 9-8 team that made the playoffs. Our offense finished 5th. Matt Corral. Okay, so Matt Corral pretty much locked up, like being our guy. He had 36 touchdowns, 15 picks, 104 passer rating, 69 completion percentage. We'll take it. 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. DJ Moore had 1,000 yards. Rashard Higgins had 907. Robbie Anderson had 713. Rookie Tommy Tremble had 67 catches, 668 yards, and 5 TDs. And Brian Burns had 10.5 sacks. Darius Leonard actually wasn't that. He had 3 picks, but he wasn't that like vibrant on the team. So we might move him to inside linebacker and Shaq Thompson back to the outside, but we'll see what we're doing there. And maybe we could change to 3-4 defense, perhaps. Maybe that could work as well. Yetur Gross-Motos will be pass rushing. I feel like that could work. But so Brian Burns led the team in sacks. We had a good amount of interceptions from our defense. And our offense, we have a top 5 offense with our rookie Matt Corral. So we're facing the Cowboys. Let's see if we can get a dub. So we actually ended up winning. Our rookie got his first win. We got revenge against the Cowboys. And we got CJ Henderson back from injury. So we're off to a great start to the playoffs. We're facing the Buccaneers, a division rival. I don't know how we fared up against them during the season, but maybe we'll shock the world. So let's see if we can stop Brady and his heroics. We actually did. We actually stopped Brady, and we won 27-24. So now we're in a conference championship against the Washington football team. This is insane. First and foremost, this is insane. Matt Corral being like the chosen one. But we're facing the Washington football team. We actually ended up winning. Bro, what? What? We're in the Super Bowl? What? Christian McCaffrey broke his toe. Oh my God, we lose Christian McCaffrey for the Super Bowl. But we're in the Super Bowl. Oh, my do-rag. All right, so we're in the Super Bowl. We can't even see if we made the Pro Bowl or not, but we're in the Super Bowl, and it's against the Chiefs. It's against the Chiefs, and damn, damn, we're playing the Chiefs, who are 15-2, and they're going up against a rookie. Tomlin won Coach of the Year. Packers. Justin Fields won NFC Rookie of the Year. What? The disrespect, okay, astronomical. All right, but let's look at the playoff schedule because we're like that. So we're like that. We went all the way, not anyone else. So we ended up beating the Cowboys. Matt Corral, 4 touchdowns, got sacked once. Dak Prescott threw a pick, got sacked twice. So we just changed up everything. Matt Corral was just dotting them up. We shut down the run. That's amazing. And then Robbie Anderson, McCaffrey, Tremble, and Higgins all had touchdown catches. Jeremy Chin had a pick and half a sack. Matthew Hines had a sack as well. So we just dominated Dak. And then in the divisional where we faced the Buccaneers, the Patriots, Tom Brady. Matt Corral didn't throw a touchdown, but he got sacked 3 times. Tom Brady threw 1 touchdown, got sacked 3 times. I guess it was a very quiet game, but they threw for a lot of yards. McCaffrey and Hubbard both had touchdowns running the ball, so that's amazing. But Leonard Fournette fumbled, which was probably a game changer for them, or for us to be exact. And Matthew Ioannidis, so a good amount of sacks everywhere. Everyone got their fair share plays in. But tackle for losses, I guess we just won a close game somehow. And then in the conference championship, we ended up beating the Washington football team 31-28. All away matches, by the way. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 2 got sacked twice. Carson Wentz, same thing. But he got sacked 3 times and had a pick. So Chris McCaffrey got limited. Oh, this is probably where he broke his toe and then he left. That makes sense. But Tremble led the way. Yeah, Tremble led the way. And but we still held on. We still held on firm, I guess. Like, we had Chase Young to deal with, but Shaq Thompson, Matthew Ioannidis, and Derrick Brown all had their fair share. And then Shaq Thompson got a pick. So we won a tight game. But now we're in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. This is the best thing you could ever ask for, as obviously. And let's go to Super Bowl Media Day. Let's go to that. We don't really get to do that too much on our rebuilds. But chance to be the first person to lead the Panthers to a Super Bowl championship. I'm going to embracing it. Winning a Super Bowl is one of the hardest things to accomplish. Yeah, we'll embrace that. You have earned 10 staff points. We're going to definitely embrace that. But we got, the Chiefs, dude. We're playing the Chiefs. Literally playing the Chiefs. Let's be confident. We're not going to insult them. Like, hot streak. The Chiefs are playing well, and all players will have 10-plus break tackle, play rec, and... Ooh. The vote of confidence has your team fired up for this week's game. All players will have plus 10 break tackle, play recognition, and tackle. Beat the Chiefs to steal their momentum. I mean, yeah, it's the Super Bowl. So everyone's like hyped right now. I want to look at everyone's overalls before we go into it. Matt Corral was obviously the best choice here because he obviously led us to a Super Bowl, which wouldn't have happened if we decided to keep Sam Darnold. But Chuba Hubbard's going to have to lead the way with McCaffrey sidelined. Offensive line is pretty solid, but I have a lot of faith in Matt Corral. He's been balling, so, and the defense is looking unstoppable. I mean, Shaq Thompson's a 91. Shaq Thompson's a 91. Like, he's a 91. So he's just on another level right now. But we are going to be facing the Chiefs, and let's see if we come away with a W. Oh, we lost. No way we lost, dude. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP. Kansas City Chiefs, 3-time Super Bowl champs. Damn. So we really didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year after going to the Super Bowl with our squad. That's cool. That's disrespectful. So you tell me Matt Corral's gonna come away with no awards for everything he's did? That's just insane to me. That is insane. Discuss the results of the game. And man, I know the guys were pumped. Yeah, they were pumped. The team is disappointed with the loss, but the morale remains stable after the vote of confidence. So that's good, as long as it's not like shooting downwards. But man, we lost that. That's tough. I want to see how that game went. We ended up losing. We just have to get better offensively, I feel like, with the offensive line. But that's unfortunate that we went all the way and then we lost against the Chiefs. But Matt Corral threw a pick, and he got sacked twice. And Mahomes threw 3 touchdowns on us. Chuba Hubbard did his thing, though. Can't complain. But receivers, we couldn't really lock them down, so maybe that's going to be a change we have to do. But it's all right, I guess. I can't complain. I'm very happy with the team. Very, very happy. So we'll just have to take that on the chin. And now we have to re-sign some players. We have about $31 million available in cap. Sam Darnold is looking like he's on his way out, obviously. And there were a couple guys who I wanted to re-sign, but We don't even have a first round pick or anything like that. So we got to name. All right. So Matthew Ioannidis, I think, deserves to get re-signed. So if we trade Sam Darnold, we'll save about 18 million. 18 million for trading Sam Darnold. He's still a young QB, and I think that's fair to trade him as he still has lots of potential. I'm not drafting a quarterback. I'm not doing anything like that. The disrespect to my guy is just astronomical. But I think I will maybe move on from our left guard. Maybe try to either sign someone or something. But for right now, we're going to trade Sam Darnold to a team that's in need. The Buccaneers are in need. The Buccaneers are a team in need. The Colts as well. Falcons. I think Sam Darnold could go for a pretty penny, I believe. Vikings as well are interested. But if we send him to the Buccaneers, let's see if Brady retired. He did not. Oh, he did. So he left. So maybe we could get their first rounder for Sam Darnold. And it's looking pretty close. So if we get a first rounder back for him, I think that's a great investment. So if we give in like a 5th and Sam Darnold for their first, how about a 4th of next year and Sam Darnold for their first? Perfect. So now we have a first round draft pick. We save about 18 million with trading Sam Darnold. Buccaneers get a quarterback, and now we're looking better than before. I'm looking to see if we could maybe get a left guard here. If there's a capable one still here, there is not. We just have Pat Elfine. Roger Saffold is okay, but not really what we're looking for. Not really what we're looking for. Maybe we'll sign a D tackle because Matthew Ioannidis decided to leave. Just so we have someone next to Derek Brown. Yeah, so we could sign maybe Larry Ogunjobi. Give him one of those kind of like deals, see if he sticks with it. Linebackers, I'm actually very content with our inside linebackers and outside. And then corners, I'm content with them as well too. Safeties, same thing. Yeah, so the team is honestly like pretty good all around. I mean, fullback, we could get someone obviously, but not really too worried about that. Yeah, so we're looking really good. And let's see if we can pick up like Larry Ogunjobi to be in that role that Matthew Ioannidis had before, where Derek Brown took over. And we got him, so perfect. So now we're going to go into the draft, maybe look for a guard. So now with our pick, I'm going to see if we can draft a guard, if there's someone here. Lots of round 1 projections, but they're all like morale is just down. The morales are just like all down. And there's a guy here in Justin Osgood. He's a round 1 to 2 projection. A impact, B run block. Whoa, his ratings look amazing. His A impact, C pass block. Okay, this guy looks like the real deal. Justin Osgood, but there's also Alex Morrow, and he has B awareness, and his physicals are pretty solid, and his skills, B awareness, A run block power. I think I'm gonna go with Justin Osgood. I don't think it'll hurt going with him. I think he'll have hidden dev as well, and he does. He has 71 speed too, so he might be one of those left guards that just shocks us. But I'm glad with that pick, and now we'll go to the end of the draft. Draft recap, taking a look at the overall. So Justin Osgood was a 73 overall. That's perfect. That's all we needed, just a 73 overall guard, so we can have a new one to work with, and I'm very happy with that. And so now we have the first week of preseason, and now we get to see if we get to continue on our excellence and be beasts. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe move on from Pat Elfine because I'm pretty sure we kept our left guard. If like the backup, I think his name was like Mike Jordan. So if we look at that, we did keep him, and we also have Cade Mays. So his name, yeah. So Michael Jordan. So here we have Pat Elfine. We might have to. I'm thinking of trading him, or maybe moving him for. Yeah, we could trade him. I'll take the penalty with that. Take the penalty. Trade him for like a young center, perhaps, just in case Bradley Bozeman gets injured. But I think that's only right to do that, just so we can because we already have too many left guards that have value. So if you look at the Broncos, they're negative right now. A lot of teams are looking negative. Colts aren't. I'm looking for a backup center. Ryan Kelly would be nice if we could steal him. Wow, might actually, you know what? Let's steal him. Maybe have Bradley Bozeman as like a backup. Yeah, let's steal him. Let's give him a fourth of next year and Pat Elfine for Ryan Kelly. Perfect. Now he's got a new center. You know, he's got a new center. We took on some of his cap, but I think that's going to help out the offensive line way more than before. We got a rookie at left guard, and we also have a Pro Bowl center now in Ryan Kelly. Offensive line has a bunch of stars on it. This is coming out really nicely. It's coming out really nice. Matt Corral's going to be in his second year, and I have lots of faith in him. So we went 12-5. We went even better than last year, dude. Let's go. We went better than last year. We went 12-5. This is yo, Matt Corral, you're the guy, man. You are literally the guy. You are literally the guy. And we're facing the 8-9 Vikings. Matt Corral wasn't anywhere up there, but Aaron Donald had 24 sacks. That's insane. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we weren't top 3 anywhere. Our offense was 3rd in the NFL. Damn, look at Matt Corral, man. Defense was 6. We had a top 3 offense and a top 10 defense. 38 touchdowns, 11 picks for Matt Corral. He had 104 pass rating and a 66 completion percentage. 200 carries, 100,000 yards for McCaffrey, and then 616 yards for Chuba Hubbard. With our new offensive line definitely helped that a lot. We had 2 1,000-yard receivers. Terrace Marshall Jr. turned up for us as well, so that's dope to see. Defense, now this is what I want to see. Darius Leonard got his tackles up. Shaq Thompson's doing his thing. Brian Burns and Frankie Louvu. Frankie Louvu had 10 sacks, so he became a star. Okay, Larry Ogunjobi had 5 sacks. Derek Brown had 3. Ida Gross-Motos is that tackling guy, so his role got diminished a bit, but he definitely helped us out a lot. And Miles Hartsfield, our backup safety, had a lot of interceptions. Not a lot of interceptions for the defense, but we're 12-5. We're 12-5, about to go on another playoff run. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'll show you guys the overalls right before we start off against the Vikings. But Matt Corral's is 79. McCaffrey's healthy. Offensive line is good. This guy Osgood's a 77 now. Tommy Tremble's went from a 70 to 79 in just like 2 seasons. Terrace Marshall did his thing, but they didn't give him the respects for leveling up. And then we have DJ Moore's a 92 now. And then defense, Frankie Louvu's the starter now. Apparently, Darius Leonard went down with an injury. He'll be back in 3 weeks. He has a forearm fracture, so we're missing him. But we got Louvu, who had 10 sacks, so hopefully he'll do his thing. Defensive line is looking good. Corners are looking really good as well. So, hey, well, we just got to go with that. We're missing one of our captains, but we'll take it. Facing the Vikings, we took a W 36-30. Matt Corral's not playing. Like, he's not playing with fools. Like, he's really doing this. He's really doing this. But now we are in the divisional. We are facing the Cardinals. 10-7. We're home. Anything could happen. We actually ended up taking a W 35-28. We're facing the Packers now. Sheesh. Packers, and we got another trip to the Super Bowl if we were to win. If we were to win this right now. And Packers, I am worried about them. They have a very tight defense, but we're on fire right now, so anything could go, of course. We actually ended up losing by 6. So we lost in the conference championship. Ooh, that stings. That stings a bit. That stings. But Matt Corral is a Pro Bowler, 76 overall, GOAT. None of our running backs made it. Receivers, DJ Moore made it. That's good. Tommy Tremble didn't make it. Okay, our left tackle made it. That's good to see. Our rookie left guard made it. Okay, our right guard made it, but not our right tackle. Okay, so almost the whole offensive line made it. D-line, none of our guys, apparently. Linebackers, none of our guys. Corners, none of our guys. Secondary, our punter made it, but none of our secondary made it. Okay, interceptions, but wow, that is a tough one. That is a tough one. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. This is probably one of our best rebuilds we've done on the channel. This team is just on fire. Matt Corral is the truth. I'm gonna show you guys the stats, how we did in those games in the postseason, but can't complain. We beat the Vikings 36-30. A lot of offensive yards here. Matt Corral 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Kirk Cousins, or 2 sacks, and then Kirk Cousins 1 pick, got sacked twice. Dalvin Cook tore us up though, but we ended up still winning, which is nice to see. Brian Burns had gotten a sack, so did Larry Ogunjobi. I like that we picked him up. He did his thing. He did his thing for us. J.C. Horn got a pick. So it was one of those tight games against the Vikings, but we came in with the dub. Cardinals, Matt Corral, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, got sacked once. And then Kyler Murray had 1 pick. He got picked off and got sacked twice. Christian McCaffrey, he took off. Our rush attack went sick. We went sick on them. So did DJ Moore. He went sick. And then, you know, DeAndre Hopkins is going to get his, of course. And then Brian Burns got a sack, and so did Derek Brown. But then C.J. Henderson got a pick, and so did Byron Murphy, so not too bad. Against the Packers, we ended up losing 28-34. Matt Corral had one of his worst games ever. He had a 64 pass rating, got picked off twice, and got sacked 3 times. Aaron Rodgers threw a pick and got sacked once, but he did it just all right. Christian McCaffrey, though, did really well running the ball. Not too bad. Braxton Berrios and Sammy Watkins ended up tearing us up, which is insane. Braxton Berrios tore us up. And then defense, Rashawn Gary killed us. Derek Brown had a sack. Jason Verrett, Preston Smith, and Kenny Clark all had half sacks. And then Corey Littleton, but then Chris Barnes and Jair both picked us off. So what can we do with that? I'm gonna take it. Matt Corral's the truth. Panthers are on fire. And what more can we do? Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other team you want to see me rebuild. I think the next team I'm going to go for is the Washington football team. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.